I'm Samantha Riley. I'm 18. I grew up in Amherst, and my drug of choice is heroin. I started using drugs when I was 13 years old. I started smoking marijuana, and soon it really progressed into using prescription pills. It was really easy for me to get prescription pills. I had a bunch of friends who had diseases and had, physical pain, and I was getting prescription pills from them, and they were supplying my habit for a pretty long time. It got to a point where my habit was really, really expensive. It was to the point where my friends wouldn't supply me anymore because they were sick of, having to give me all of their pills for free. And so I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. And, one day a friend offered me heroin. And I went in, I started using heroin. Before the prescription pills, I was using Xanax, morphine, Oxycontin, hydrocodone, pretty much anything I could get my hands on I would use. And it was to the point where I was very desperate. I was really desperate to get high. My disease was out of control. I didn't care about my family. I didn't care about the consequences of myself or, what I put myself and everyone else that I loved through. And, it was a really tough road. I was using for, 4 years. I went to the Renaissance campus. I went to Stepping Stones, and it's the girls' house on the campus, and it really did save my life. And I was there for 10 months, and I graduated. And the disease, a misconception with the diseases of addiction is usually that, it doesn't, it's different. It happens in, in urban areas, and that's not true. This disease doesn't discriminate. I'm a middle class girl from Amherst, and I was addicted to heroin and prescription pills, and it took over my life. I wasn't, I lost a lot of opportunities in my high school career. It really affected my family a lot, to the point where, I wasn't even welcome at my home anymore because I wasn't trusted. I was stealing from my parents, I was stealing from everybody, and I was just very manipulative, and I didn't care about anybody but myself. And as long as I was getting high and staying high, that was my main objective. And it was really hard for me. A lot of people don't, come out on the other side from this disease, and I really am lucky to be alive today and to be able to speak here and to be able to be a part of a community that cares about me and that cares about people who are addicted to drugs. And, it's not an easy thing to have to admit your faults and to have to, say that you're addicted to drugs. But for me, it's really important to be here. It's really important to come here and say, that I am a survivor of the disease of addiction, and that I did come out on top, and I'm here for, hope and strength for, other people who are struggling. And for me, my addiction took me to really, really low places. I was with people who, I didn't really know. The only common bond that we had was that I, would do anything to get high, and so would they. And I ended up going with people who, I didn't really know, and I ended up getting kidnapped for 2 weeks. I had, guns held to my head. I couldn't talk to my family. I couldn't talk to anybody. And my addiction just took me to really, really low places that I never thought I would be. And, first when I started smoking marijuana and drinking on the weekends, I didn't think that it was a big deal. I didn't think that it was anything. And, I would have never been able to project that 4 years later my life would be where it was. And it's common, it really isn't. It seems like sometimes I look back at my life and I feel like it should be a movie, but it's not. It's common. It really is. in this day and age, it's easy to get prescription pills. It's easy to get drugs. You can go to friends and friends, and it's not that hard. And for me, it's been a really long, hard road, and I went into stepping stones twice. I graduated from the campus again in August, and it's been a long road, but it really is worth it. It's not, I'm grateful every day that I'm alive because of a lot of the situations that I was in. I shouldn't be alive today. I've overdosed. I've been with people that I didn't really know. I've had guns pointed to my head. It's not a pretty lifestyle. It's really not. And, in media and in the public, sometimes in movies, they glamorize it and they say that, it's an awesome life to be addicted to drugs, but, it really isn't. It brought me to places that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. And, I'm just really grateful to be here. I'm really grateful to have support. My life today is so much better than it used to be. I have hope today for, myself and my future and my family. And, I put a lot of work into being where I am today. It's not just, I just didn't get off drugs and everything was magically fixed. That's not how it was at all. But it's really important to me to have the support that I do. And I have a wonderful family who will support me through literally everything. And my parents are in the front row, and it's, they've literally been with me through everything. And it's really nice to be able to have people who support me and love me the way they do, because all the people that I used with and got high with, they're not here anymore. They don't care about me like my family does. And they're here with me through everything, and I'm really grateful for that. And and I'm going to close with this. I have, my life today is a lot better, and I'm looking forward to my future, and I have 5 months clean tomorrow, so thank you.